Welcome, beautiful soul. My name's Virginia, and this is my yoga channel. I share for freedom, peace of mind, love. So let's practice. Welcome to this 30-minute dynamic vinyasa practice with no arm balances. This is Lassie, by the way. He wanted to say hello before we start. He's been enjoying himself very much. Just getting over a bit of glass in his foot, so now he's enjoying his freedom. All right, so we're going to start. Bring your hands to the heart center, hands to the third eye. Starting standing on your mat, raise your arms all the way up on your inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. Beautiful. We're going to twist over to the left. Take a hold of the ankle with your right hand. And then switch sides. Good. One more time each side. Beautiful. Walk your hands out to the top of the mat. Step the feet back, downward facing dog. You're going to lift your heels one at a time, pedal out your feet. Lift up your right leg on an inhale. Exhale, bend the knee. Take the knee across the body over towards the left elbow. Inhale, that right leg lifts up. Fire hydrant, open up the hip. Exhale, replace the foot. Inhale, left leg lifts, bend the knee. And then take the knee across the body to the right elbow. Inhale, that left leg lifts. Exhale, replace the foot. Take tiny little steps of your feet up to about halfway down your mat. Right hand to the left ankle. It's okay if your knees are a little bit bent. And switch. Okay, coming up to the top of the mat, Malasana, your yogi squat. Hands into prayer, triceps into your thighs. Reach up to the right, stretch long, and switch other side. Beautiful. Unstack your spine. And then you're going to rotate towards the right. Left hand to the right calf, right arm up to the sky. Good. Rotate to the left. Reach, stretch through your fingertips. Beautiful. A ripple up through the spine. We raise the arms up on an inhale. Open up your chest. Exhale, fold all the way forwards. Inhalation, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down. Step the right foot back and then your left. Take an inhale in your plank. Exhale, knees come down, chest and chin comes down. Inhale, slide the chest through the arms, flatten the tops of the feet, draw the shoulder blades back, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Going to lift the right leg, inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, open up your hip. Beautiful. Take the knee across over to the left elbow and then lift it all the way up and back. Exhale, step the foot between your hands. Inhale brings you to a high lunge. Exhale, you twist right arm back, left arm forwards, or take it deeper, reach the left arm more up and over. We're now coming into Skandasana at the front of the mat. Bend the right knee, left leg straight. Travel to the back of the mat, bend the left knee, right leg straight. Travel back to the front of your mat and bring the back knee down. Raise the arms up, Anjaneyasana. Inhale. Exhale, twist once more. Right arm back, left arm forwards, or reach the left arm up and over. Beautiful. From here, half moon. Right fingertips in front of your right toes. Stack your left hip on top of the right. Flex your left toes. Beautiful. Warrior two. Windmill the hands down. The right leg lifts all the way up and back. Inhale. Good. Can you swan dive? Keep your right leg high as you chaturanga. Inhalation, upward facing dog. Open up your chest, really look up. Exhalation, downward facing dog. Left side, lift the left leg, inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, open up into your fire hydrant. And then take the knee across the body over to the right elbow. Lift all the way up. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale brings you to your high lunge. Exhale, you twist, left arm back, right arm forwards, or maybe take it deeper. Good. Then come into your Skandasana at the top of the mat. Left knee bent, right leg straight. Travel to the back of the mat. Right knee bent, left leg straight. We travel all the way to the front. Raise the arms up, back knee down. Inhalation here. Exhale, fingertips down, and now twist. Beautiful. From here, we're coming into that half moon. Left fingertips in front of the left toes. Right hip stacks on top of the left. Step it back, warrior two, just for a moment. Windmill the hands all the way down and the left leg lifts. Can you keep it high as you chaturanga your arms? Inhalation, upward facing dog. Exhalation, downward facing dog. Beautiful. You're going to step or maybe a little jump to the top if you want. Ripple up through your spine. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, folding all the way forwards. Inhalation, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step back or jump back. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg on an inhale. Exhale, bend the knee. Good. You could stay in fire hydrant, or maybe you want to tip to your wild thing now. Opening up. Beautiful. And then both hands down. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, take the knee across the body, and maybe you want to come into your fallen star or take a hold of the foot with the hand. Raise the right leg, inhale. Exhale, step the foot between your hands. Inhale brings you to a high lunge. Exhale, you twist. Right hand, right calf, left arm up and over if you want to go deeper. Hold it there this time, couple more breaths. Beautiful. And then Skandasana at the top of the mat. Bend the right knee, left leg straight. And we're going to hold once more, finding a little bit more space in that stretch. Good. Travel to the back, bending the left knee, right leg straight. Perhaps you can have your hands in prayer, but don't worry if your fingertips are down for balance. Okay, lovely. So now you're going to travel back to the top of the mat, bringing that right knee down, left knee down, and raise your arms up, inhalation. Exhale, twist, right arm back, left arm forwards. You could stay there, or maybe bring your back foot to your seat. Good. Or the left forearm could come down to go even deeper if you want. Okay, release. Low lunge, inhalation. Exhale, fingertips come down. We're coming into that half moon once more. Right fingertips in front of the right toes, flexing the left foot. Stretching from fingertips to fingertips, or maybe this time you want to take a hold of the foot. Energizing hand into foot, foot into hand. Beautiful. Couple more breaths. Find one eye gaze point that's going to help you with your balance. And then slowly release, and we'll take it into standing splits. Fingertips down on the ground, even your blocks if you have them, or right hand to your right ankle. Good. And then from here, I just did a little switch of the legs to come to chaturanga. However you go there is fine. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can always step back to plank anytime you want. Good. Raise the left leg, inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, open into fire hydrant. Stay there or tip to wild thing. Beautiful. Both hands down. The left leg lifts all the way up and back. Inhale. Exhale. Take the knee across the body. Could stay there. Go to fallen star, laying the foot down, or even take a hold of the foot with your hand. Both hands down. The left leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale. Step the foot between your hands. Inhale, raises the arms up. Exhale, you twist left arm back, right arm forwards, or take it deeper. Left hand to the right calf, right arm up and over the face. Breathe. Beautiful. And then windmill the hands down. Skandasana at the front of the mat. We'll stay here a little longer. Nice long inhalation, long exhalation. All right, beautiful. Take it to the back of the mat, bend the right knee, left leg straight. Flexing the left toes. Good, and then wide leg stance and fold. Fingertips in line with your toes, bend the elbows backwards. Turn to frame your front foot, bring the back knee down, raise the arms up on an inhale. Exhale, twist, left arm back, right arm forwards. You could stay there or maybe bring your back foot to the seat. You could even go a little bit deeper, bring the right forearm down. Okay, lovely. And then we're going to come back into that half moon, left fingertips in front of the left toes, right arm all the way up to the sky. If you'd like to take it deeper, bring the back foot up, taking a hold of it with your hands. Lovely. Standing splits, fingertips to blocks, the ground, or take a hold of the ankle to make it deeper. Try and straighten your leg a little bit more than mine. I should really be straightening that knee a bit more. All right, so maybe you just want to do a little switch of the legs, come to chaturanga or step back to plank chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can have a little ripple of the spine, bring the shoulders over the wrists, rounding, and then knees down, lift the hips. Do it again, round the spine, knees down, lift the hips. One more time, round, bend the knees down and lift. Downward facing dog. Step or jump all the way up to the top of the mat. Inhalation, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, so from here, have your feet hip distance, bend the knees, raise the arms, inhale. Exhale, swan dive your arms wide out to the side, bend the knees as you fold, and then hands behind your calves, opposite hand to opposite elbow. It's a little too deep. You can take a hold of the ankles, bending the knees slightly. Good. All right, so from here, crow practice. So maybe I told a little Porky there is a little arm balance here. Sometimes I can't help myself, but you could stay in Malasana if you want. Step back or jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, lift your right leg. Inhale, exhale, bend the knee. Open up into fire hydrant. You can tip to wild thing if you want to. Or maybe you go into your full wheel this time if you want to go deeper. If you're in your full wheel, perhaps you want to lift the right leg high to the sky. All right, we're going to make our way back to three-legged dog. Turn the fingertips to face forwards. Lift that right leg, inhale. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhalation brings you to the high lunge. Exhale, you twist. Take it deeper if you want. Skandasana at the top of the mat. Bend the right knee, left leg straight. This time, see if you can try a little bind. So right arm in front of the right shin as your left arm goes behind the back. And you're opening up your chest to the left. So ideally, your heel is down, but I'm working on this one. And then bend your left knee, right leg straight. Wrapping the arm around the shin. And then see if you can get that bind. A little better on this side for me. Beautiful. Release. Coming into our goddess squat, bend the knees wide out to the side. And we're just going to have the arms resting on the thighs and have this sensation of making your squat a little bit deeper energizing the arms into the thighs to stretch out your inner thighs a little bit more. Little wiggle each side. Good. Fold forwards. Take your peace fingers around your big toes. Bend the elbows wide out to the side. Okay, lovely. So coming in for that split stretch practice. I had been focusing on this stretch a little bit and I'd found a lot more space, but I've gone back to being a little stiffer in this area. So a little bit more focus, I think, for me on this one once more. Get a sensation of pushing the hips back, body weight in the outside edges of your feet. Now we're going to bring it back in. Try my little technique that helps me feel like I'm going a bit deeper. So come back into your goddess squat. And I want you to kind of tilt your pelvis forwards a little bit so that you're making a small arch in your lower back, and try to keep that arch in your lower back now. Bring the fingertips down and then start to heel toe the feet wider and wider out. Still keep that arch in your lower back, that extension of the spine, the lower back. Maybe you can find more space. So we're now encouraging a little bit more external rotation at the hip joint. All right, walking the toes back in. Going to turn to the front of the mat. Bring the back knee down. Raise your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, twist right arm back, left arm forwards. Or maybe go in a bit deeper, reaching the left arm over the face. Good. Once more, you can bring the back foot to the seat. Or if you'd like to, you're going to try bending your elbows, hands behind your head, and just energizing your toes towards your hands. Crack open that sternum. Good. Release. Coming back into half moon, right fingertips in front of the right toes, left arm all the way up. Maybe you take the foot this time. Quite happy though if you are in your half moon, stay there. Or perhaps you try your dancer, coming up to balance now. Don't worry if you're a little bit wobbly, take your time and then find that drishti, that eye gaze point. Keep it on one steady spot. Good. Gentle release back into Ardha Chandrasana. And then we'll take it into that rotated half moon, left fingertips in front of the right toes. Maybe you want to bring the back foot to the seat. Okay, both hands down. Warrior 3, hands to the heart center, dial the left hip down. Stay wide across your collarbone. Reach the arms, stretch them out straight and long. Good. And then from here, little switch of those legs, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left side, lift the left leg, inhale. Exhale, bend the knee. You can do your fire hydrant, wild thing, or maybe your full wheel. If you got your full wheel, lift your left leg up, replace, and then we turn the fingertips to face forwards once more, lifting that left leg, inhale. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale brings you to your high lunge. Exhale, you twist left arm back, right arm forwards, and then that right arm may be up and over the head. Skandasana at the front of the mat, bend the left knee, the right leg is straight. Staying here once more, a little bit more time. Arms long out in front of you, perhaps. Maybe by this point we've visited this stretch a few times. Perhaps you're creating a bit more space. I feel a little bit more open now. All right, other side. Go to the back of the mat. Lovely. All right, we try those splits one more time here. So heel toe your feet wider and wider out to the side. Push the hips back. Okay, walk your feet in a little bit. Or a little hop to make it easier. We fold. Peace fingers around your big toes. Inhale. Exhale, folding forwards, elbows wide out to the side. Okay, you're going to come in back into your goddess. Bend the knees wide out to the side. Make sure your toes are really turning out. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, resting the arms onto the thighs just to help with that opening. Little rock from each side. Okay, lovely. Again, that little pelvic tilt. So you've got your squat, tilt the pelvis forwards. Keep the squat as you go low and bring the hands down, and then maybe you can find a little bit more space as you take your legs wider and wider out to the side. See how I'm turning the toes up? Can help with that external rotation. So in some people's hip joints, they're going to get this stretch a little bit deeper with that external rotation. Some people, they don't need to do that. Depends how your body's made. We're not all exactly the same in the structure of our joints, things like that. All right, raise the arms, inhale. Exhale, we twist. Right arm maybe up and over. Or if you'd like to, bring the back foot to the seat once more. Or perhaps you want to try this strengthening of your back muscles here. Bending the elbows, hands in a prayer behind the head. And also, of course, your calf muscles, hamstrings, toes towards your fingers. And release. We come into Ardha Chandrasana, our half moon. Maybe you're bringing the foot to the hand, hand to the foot. Perhaps you're even trying for your Nataranjasana, your dancer pose. Slowly release. Paravita Ardha Chandrasana, rotated half moon. If you'd like to take the foot, give it a go. This one's a little bit more challenging. Makes it a little bit more interesting though, right? That challenge. What would we do in life without challenges? We'd be very bored. All right, hands to the heart center and then reach your arms wide out. Stretch long. Good. Hands come down. Maybe a little switcheroo of your legs. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a little ripple. Shoulders over the wrists, knees down. Push the hips back. Okay. So from here, we're going to take it into camel practice. Knees are down. Hands to the heart center. Think about the hips lengthening forwards rather than dumping into the lower back. Just have a sit onto the heels for a moment. Tune into your heartbeat, maybe 100,000 times per day the heart beats for us. So many things happening in the body in the background for us. All right, this time perhaps tuck your toes and reach your hands back towards your ankles, opening up that chest a little bit more. If it feels too intense, you can always go back to the first version. Ustrasana pose. Look at me, all my Sanskrit's coming back now. They are in there somewhere. All right, so if you want to go deeper, the tops of the feet are flat and you're going to bring your hands to the soles of your feet. Again, just take it to the level that works for you. All right, gentle release. Just taking a little moment now. Can you breathe in for 4, hold at the top, exhale for a count of 4, hold at the bottom. Can you fill up the belly as you breathe in? Let the belly button draw to the spine as you exhale. Let's take the legs out in front now. Raise the arms up on an inhale. Exhale, peace fingers around your big toes. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, you fold. It's okay if your knees are bent. I think even for me here, I could be looking further ahead. My back is very rounded and we're looking for a little bit more length through the spine, ideally. All right, bend in the right knee, sole of the foot outside of the left thigh and twist. You could take your tricep to the right thigh, left tricep, right thigh, or take your bind. Keep your spine long. Breathe into the belly. Nice, simple way to feel that deepening of your twist. Little counter twist to the other side. Then if you've got your half lotus, take it. So your right foot is on top of the left thigh. And then your right arm comes behind the back to take hold of the toe. And then you fold. If you can't take your half lotus, just put your right foot inside of the left thigh, Janu Shirshasana. Release. And then from here, we're going to take it into Gomukhasana, cow face posture. So your right knee is directly stacked on top of the left and bring your heels in close towards your seat. If it feels intense, then the bottom leg can be straight instead, and you could stay upright or you fold now. And we've got our eagle arms. And the right arm is underneath the left and fold. Lifting up. In here, it's up to you. So, I mean, I did say no arm balances. I don't know, it's a head balance, not an arm balance, maybe. If you want, you can try a little tripod headstand here. So you bring your hands down, bend the elbows backwards like you do for chaturanga. This is how we're going to switch the legs. So if you're seated and you're not doing this headstand, just put your other knee on top, right? But if you want to try this headstand, lift up, switch the legs around, and come back down. All right, and then your left arm is underneath the right. Staying upright for a moment or two, or maybe you're just staying there. Or fold if you'd like to go deeper now on your exhale. Beautiful. Release the arms back. Straighten out your right leg. Half lotus with the left leg or left foot inside of the right thigh. If you have the bind, take it, and then we fold on the exhale. Bring some awareness to an internal eye gaze if your eyes are closed. Slightly to the center and up. We have an eye gaze even when our eyes are closed. All right, we release. Hug the left knee into the chest and twist to the left hand side. Keep your spine nice and long, the crown of the head lifting, and really flex your right toes. Don't forget about your foot. Okay, 2 more breaths. And release. Counter twist to the other side. From here, straighten out your legs. Ripple back through the spine and hold just where those abs switch on the most. Have a little pulse. Reach, reach, reach. And exhale. Lay all the way down. Come into bridge. Bend your knees, soles of the feet flat. Lift your hips up, interlace your fingers behind the back. Shuffle your elbows in towards the midline a little bit more. Light squeeze of your glutes. Exhale, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. The soles of the feet are together, the knees are wide out for butterfly stretch. Arms by your side, palms facing up. If this feels too intense, you can go straight into your Shavasana. It will be our next posture. But perhaps just this final opening if it feels okay for your body. Every exhalation can relax you from your head to your toes now. Every exhalation, a release, letting go. Every inhalation, letting in fresh new prana, fresh new energy. Wonderful. Maybe use your hands to bring your thighs in. And as Shavasana, exhale, release. Namaste, beautiful yogi. I'll see you on the next one.